Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. One of mine all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course our official website is StephenKnightShow.com. Go to our website and get the merch. People are actually buying the merch and they're loving we have this pink hoodie with our logo on it, and people are loving that. So that's our #1 seller. But we have a lot of stuff, so check it out. And more stuff on the way. First, before we get started, I have to congratulate our very own Lynia Love for hitting her crowdfunding goal. Lynia, tell us all about it.
I quit. It was crazy. She can't know what I went through because I had to bitch and moan on his shoulder.
Right.
Between him and my boyfriend, boy. I know they got tired of me, but I was in it. And thank God, and I knew God had my back, and the people who truly, honestly supported had my back, and everybody came through. So I'm excited that we can fully move forward with money in the bank to cover what we need to cover. So I'm looking forward to getting this done.
That's amazing. Well, congratulations again. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hear more about it once it's about to come out and everything, you know.
Yeah, over like several bottles of liquor, please.
Right, exactly. All right, well, our question of the day is, what did you want to be when you were growing up? Like, what was your profession you wanted? Chike, I'll ask you first.
Ironically enough, a journalist. Yep. I wanted to be, it was a journalist, and then it turned into a scientist. So I'm here, and I also work in medical. So, I mean.
Yeah. What about you, Lynia?
It was two things: a nurse and a lawyer. A nurse because I just felt like they were more connected than the doctors were, and I just love the sight of blood. I have this thing about blood and gore. So don't make that face, Stephen.
Oh, sorry.
And a lawyer because I just knew that I had the gift of gab to get people out of trouble. But then when I was a paralegal, I was like, oh no, they professional liars. I can't do that. Nah, but you can pay good money if you were real good. So, but ultimately I'm doing what I love now. So
that's awesome. I wanted to be a teacher. And the crazy thing is, growing up, my mother was a teacher. She had become an assistant principal and then a principal, but she was a teacher while I was a kid. I remember I told her, she said, why?
Why?
I want to be a teacher. But then I wanted to be in the NBA, of course. And I always said I was going to segue the NBA with my singing career. You know, I had plans. But, you know, I did do music. And so we're fine. But tweet us at home, let us know, what did you want to be when you were growing up? All right, so hot topic. So in 2020, the name Karen no one wants to name their baby Karen anymore, apparently, because it's dropped down the list. So it's been the lowest it has been since 1932, according to the Huffington Post. And it fell 171 spots on the popularity list, which way down to 831, which in 2019 was at 660. The decline makes Karen the name with the 14th biggest decrease on girls list last year and marks the lowest ranking of the annual Social Security Administration list since 1927. Now, if you really want to get into the numbers, they said that the third most popular name for Karen was back in 1965, when nearly 33,000 newborn Karens were born. And then 22, only 325 baby girls were named Karen. And in 2019, only 439. And a lot of people are saying this attributes to the negative connotation that comes with the name Karen, you know, with white women showing their privilege, wanting to speak to managers, calling on Black people for no reason. You know, we've had the Soho Karen, Courtside Karen, St. Louis Karen. That was the woman who was pointing the gun at the Black Lives Matter protesters in March, that when they marched. And, you know, it's just, we don't want that name Karen anymore. Now, this is not the first time names have had these problems. Katrina had it after Hurricane Katrina, and ISIS had it obviously after the terrorist group. So we'll see if it drops out the top 1,000 name for baby girls. What are your thoughts on Karen, and would you name your child Karen? Or what do you think the power of public influence on names, you know, like because of what's happened, what we're seeing in public? I asked you in here first.
Well, I didn't even realize that name was that popular. Ew. Sorry to anybody named Karen. I mean, I like Karen White. You know what I mean? You know.
Right.
But I didn't know it was that popular. And me personally, no, I would not name my child Karen.
Right. Yeah.
If I had a daughter.
Right. Yeah. You know, Whoopi Goldberg's name is Karen. Everyone's name is Karen.
Never mind. I'm not touching it.
All right. Oh, Chike, what are your thoughts on this?
At this stage in the game, I guess Karen would be considered an older name, like Dolores or Beatrice, you know, and no one names their children those names anymore. So, I mean, I'm sure Felicia, no one really names their children Felicia anymore. You know, the names that become really popular, I think people kind of like sift them out, get rid of them after a while. It's a name. It just stuck. Social media, you know.
I can see if someone, maybe it was their mother's name, they could name their child the middle name Karen. You know what I mean? Like to keep, because you know that's what they did with Princess Harry and Meghan Markle had their daughter, and they named her first name is the nickname they call their grandmother. I mean, you know, the Queen, and then the middle name is Princess Diana's middle name. So yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Just don't be a Karen. Don't act like a Karen.
Don't act like a Karen.
Don't act like a Karen. All right. Well, you know, in the world of health and celebrity, cosmetic surgery is as common as brushing your teeth. According to popular botch Terry DeBro, they're a procedure that you should definitely stay away from. Now, he was in an interview, and one of the doctors from the hit reality series Botched, Dr. Terry DeBro revealed that the popular Brazilian butt lift surgery is the most deadly. And the reason why he was speaking with TMZ when he was having this interview is because of there's a vein that's in your butt. And if it gets hit or gets too much fat or something in there, it can cause you to stop breathing, mess up your lungs. And so he said that's the surgery everyone should stay away from. But as you all know, it's very popular. Do you think that because he was very straightforward with it, you know, and that's what he does. Do you think that that will change people going after that procedure, Chike?
No. And I can tell you simply because, you know, I work in a hospital and the area in which I work is the operating rooms, and most of our surgeries are cosmetic surgery. And they're really popular. But I will say this, and this is coming from Chike Evans. This is not the view of the Stephen Knight show. This is me. Any type of surgery that is elective, you are taking your own life in your own hands. Surgery is nothing to play around with. Going under anesthesia is very, very serious. And it's my personal opinion, if you're picking something to go under anesthesia with and it's elective, you're rolling the dice. It's serious business.
Yeah.
So,
Lynia, what are your thoughts?
So I've never wanted a Brazilian butt lift, but I do want some lipo. But of course, because of one Chike Evans and my boyfriend, I can't get it.
Right.
So I have to go the natural route, you know, because I got Chike over here and I got my boyfriend over here. And I'm like, oh boy, whatever. All right, fine. Plus, I can't afford it no way. So, because I don't know if you've ever noticed, but when I go on social media, it's like all these chicks got the same body. Like there's nothing natural about it. It's nothing cute about it. They all got the same body. And at some point, because you didn't want to do the real work, you have to continue to maintain that. And it's going to start looking crazy because then they get addicted to it.
Yeah.
And then you have to keep maintaining it, addicted to it and keep maintaining it. And they all look the same. And it's like, you're not even, like, y'all don't stand out amongst each other because y'all all got the same body type. And it's like, we know you ain't grow up like that.
Right.
But, you know, the thing, oh, but it's natural. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. You know, I was watching something recently where Tyson Beckford, he was talking about his infamous, you know, feud with Kim Kardashian. And what happened was he was helping people training or something like that. And one girl said, I don't like Kim Kardashian. He said, Kim Kardashian don't like that. And so he was like, and that's how that kind of happened. But I never want to I'm not gonna volunteer for surgery. I'm just not gonna do it. I don't want to be done. You know, I have to get surgery because it has to happen. So
I just saw a recent ad, Stephen, with Khloe Kardashian on it, and she doesn't even look like herself. I was like, who is this woman? I thought Khloe was the most unique looking one out of the sisters. Not to pick on the Kardashians, because there's a whole bunch of people out here that dabble in plastic surgery.
Right.
But in this business that we're in, and you know that when we were out in the world, which I hope to be soon enough, I would come in contact with certain celebrities, and I would see them, and then I wouldn't see them. Then I'd see them again, and then their face would be altered, and I have to act like you just didn't change your whole appearance. And Lynia would be with me, and then I have to get used to what you look like now, and I can't help but stare because your face is lumped up in places it wasn't lumped up before. It's crazy.
And Lynia was right. A lot of these new female rappers, I can't tell them from each other because they all look the same.
They all
look exactly the same, and no one sticks out for me.
And I would tell you, and I'll tell you this: the reason that is because those surgeries are like a standard. There's a template for the surgery. It's not according to you and who you are and what you look like and what you need. This is the procedure. So everybody begins to look the same. You look robotic and you look kind of crazy.
There was I don't remember her name. There was a female rapper, and she was talking about why she turned down a deal with Offset. She was all for it at one point in time, but then they told her they wanted her to get her body done, and she's like, "That's not why I'm rapping. Like that's not me. Like I love the skin that I'm in, and you know it's really a thing. But you don't put that pressure on men. You put that pressure on the women. So that has to for a woman." That has to something has to register in your head unless you just want to be that next it thing so bad that you're willing to sell your soul. Because once you do that, once you sign that line and you do that, that shit belong to them.
Yep.
You. Them boobs, that butt, that belong to them. That don't belong to you, boo. So when they feel like you need to go bigger, you need to get augmented and all. Guess what? You can't say no. Because you done
and once you start, that's a never-ending process. Because like you said, you have to keep it up. You have to do maintenance on that.
And when do they go to them? None of them heifers work out.
Right. And remember K. Michelle, she had so many health issues as related to her Brazilian butt lift. But I remember that Carrie, I can't think of her last name, Carrie Ann from Dance with the Stars and the
Carrie Ann and Abba or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So she said that she went to get elective surgery for consultation. She went to the same place where the Kardashians go. And she said she was sitting in the lobby and everyone looked like a Kardashian. So she left. She said, because
that's what they do. They be like, I want this right here. This is how I want to look. That's the prototype of something. Right. And it's not.
It's not. Well, let's take a quick break. We come back. The latest on Porche Williams and Falynn. She's speaking out. And then everyone's talking about this Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather fight. We'll get the reaction to that when we come back right back after this.